My name is Taylor Stanley, and I'm the Impact Strategy Manager at Riverside Natural Foods. Riverside Natural Foods is a family-owned, purpose-driven food manufacturing company with a mission to inspire a healthier and more compassionate world. And we have a few brands now under our banner. Most notable is Made Good, which you see some of the products here. And we are a certified B Corp as well. So a triple bottom line philosophy of people, planet, and performance. So the challenges we were facing as a business came with the success we've been fortunate to have and the speed with which our organization was growing. From both a practical standpoint and a business impact standpoint on the environment, we really needed a solution that was able to give us as much real-time data as possible for how much resources we were consuming, whether it be electricity, natural gas, or water. And the typical cycle of waiting for the utility bills to come through and then reviewing those afterwards was slower than we would have preferred. And so the partnership that we found with Edgecom and the solution that we found with pTrack and dataTrack was exactly what we were looking for. We were, as I mentioned, growing quite rapidly and had the ability now to start thinking more strategically, a more sophisticated perspective on how we can manage our energy consumption as a business. So going from a Class B to a Class A facility, being able to participate in the industrial curtailment initiative, were things that were now open to us, but which we didn't have experience in doing. So Edgecom Energy provided the guidance to be able to let us know where we were at, what the risks were, and also what the potential benefits were of participating in these programs. Before we had our partnership with Edgecom, it was really us trying to figure out what kind of relationship we could have with the utilities and exploring what that could look like. Having Edgecom on our team gave us, some more support and another perspective to educate us on how we can leverage these relationships to improve the efficiencies and the productivity of our business, as well as reduce our environmental impact. As we got more sophisticated in our production capabilities, we brought in a lot more automation. And the automation and the technical nature of the work that was being done really didn't allow for much of a tolerance in the harmonization of the energy coming in, the electricity specifically. And we had a lot of issues with lines going down from intermittent power failures from the utility, and the solution that Edgecom provided us with the power conditioning unit has saved us countless hours of downtime in production, as well as reduced the volatility of the electricity that we're bringing into our facilities, saving us some money at the end of the day as well. We really value long-term partnerships here at Riverside, people that we can grow with as we get more sophisticated as a business, and in our ambitions to have a smaller impact on our environment continue to grow. Every step of the way, whenever we had questions about a particular challenge, Edgecom was there to support us. So getting the real-time resource monitoring devices attached to our facilities was a pretty quick and painless process. They took care of a lot of it for us. We just gave them access, told them where the mains were, and they came and hooked it up right away, and immediately we were able to log onto the platform and see the data that we previously had no access to. So it was very painless. It's plug and play, and the fact that there's no risk to any of our network services is a huge benefit. Because as we're continuing to grow, more red tape, more infrastructure that's at risk, so higher security across the board, and it's great to be able to find a solution that doesn't pose any risk to the systems that we're trying to build. So having all of the electricity, natural gas, and water consumption data at our fingers real time has been amazing. It's given us the ability to properly assess how our curtailment efforts are going. And on top of that, personally being the person that's responsible for our environmental impact, the dataTrack module that tracks the actual carbon footprint of the electricity that we're using in real time, and the natural gas is amazing. Having access to data is huge, and headaches and energy. Having to go through the utility portals to while they have interval data if you have the smart meter, and it has a capacity of its own, no doubt. To have that's typically one utility, one resource, and we are over multiple municipalities with different utilities. So to have all of that data across multiple resources aggregated in one platform, it's a huge time saver. And with, as I mentioned before, the speed that we're growing and the the resource restraints we have here from a personnel perspective, the fact that we can just do a couple clicks away and we have all of our data there is a huge value. So time and energy saved, money, I'm sure, and we are getting more sophisticated at developing these other KPIs down the line.